so important to do a PhD? What are the benefits of obtaining a PhD?
The title, the doctor, doctor of the philosophy of archaeology, also gives you some clouds and some reputation in the society. In our society, when people are labeled or called doctors, people give them extra recognition. Wherever you go, they're like, hey, doctor.
And the l'argent too.
The l'argent, the money, it depends on what you do aside the teaching, you know.
Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. I hope you're doing very well. I am fine, thank you. Today we are at Aqua Safari Resort here in Ada.
The rough.
And today I have two PhD students here with me from the University of Ghana. I've invited them here on my channel to share their PhD experience for all of you who are contemplating on doing your PhD in the coming days, months, year, or what have you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe below. Give this video a very big thumbs up if you like it, and then comment all your questions and thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll be so glad to answer for you. So please, could you introduce yourself?
On a more serious note, this place is very, very, very. I don't even know how to.
Can you look at the camera, please?
I mean, no, I'm still looking around. The place is so serene. The atmosphere very cool.
Yeah.
The parks. You know, the lake here with the jet skis, and that reminds me of Castro anyway.
Oh, anyway. Could you please introduce yourself for us?
My name is Edward Edumnyako from Archaeology and Heritage Studies.
I'm with Karahina Boba Mango from the Institute of African Studies.
Okay. So, for how long have you been doing your PhD?
That's my fourth year.
Fourth year? And
yeah, my fourth year too.
Fourth year. Department of?
Archaeology and Heritage Studies.
Why archaeology?
Well, archaeology because so I decided to pursue archaeology since that is the discipline where we make stones tell stories.
I see.
We interrogate artifacts and extrapolate information from them. So I saw that as very challenging, and I said, okay, why don't I push to archaeology since it also helped me know my past and understand it better.
Right.
So that is why I opted for archaeology, and I haven't regretted anyway.
Why did you decide to do PhD in African Studies?
There's so much I didn't know about my African heritage, and after my national service and attending seminars, there was so much to learn, and so I thought it wise to, in addition to my linguistic background, to include the African perspective so that I can have a deeper understanding of who I am as a person and as an African.
That's so good to know. That's so good to know. So for some of us who are thinking of pursuing a PhD program, we hear a lot of people say that PhD in itself is daunting, it's a lot of work, it's so scary. For some of us, what do you have to say to people like that, and even myself?
First of all, do you understand the meaning of PhD?
Doctor of Philosophy.
Permanent head damage. Or pull him down.
Pull him down.
So that should tell you the content, what goes into it.
I see.
If it is called permanent head damage, that means you keep on reading until you damage your head.
Okay.
So when they tell you it's difficult,
It's because they don't like to read.
it's not that because you have to read a lot.
A lot.
That is why.
Wow.
And by the time you are done, you damage your brain by increasing your brain capacity.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But generally, how has it been for you? Are you enjoying the journey so far? What are some of the experiences you can share with us? The good.
Well,
the
it's not been easy. In my case, it's not been easy because I was combining teaching with schooling. I had to teach full-time and then do the PhD full-time.
Okay.
So that meant that I didn't have any social life.
Right.
Once you're done with official teaching, you have to go to the library, you have to go online, you have to look for resources and then read. I was doing coursework alongside teaching. You had reaction papers to produce, you had response papers, you had term papers to produce alongside full-time working. So it wasn't easy. But notwithstanding, I still had to find a way of managing to do it within the 4 years, which I have managed, and now I'm in my 4th year. So the journey has not been easy and smooth, though it gets rough, but you need to surf through.
Right.
So it's doable. That is what I have to tell people out there, that the PhD is doable. You can also do it, but you need to be disciplined, dedicated, committed, and then focused on what you're doing, and you can do it.
Right. Can you share your experience with us?
So I would say it hasn't been an easy journey. For me, African studies is a new area for me.
Right.
And so there's so much I had to learn, and I'm still learning.
I know PhD, I see most PhD students like quite older. They are not young people. At least the youngest I've seen so far is like 28, or at least for me. Would you say that before one decides to do PhD, they should have had settled themselves in some areas financially, should have married, or because PhD is a lot of work and it's a lot of time? Maybe by the time you are 30 and you want to do PhD, you will finish by 35, 34, thereabouts. If you're a lady, you might say there's not a lot of time on your hand, you know, to be now chasing a man to marry and all of that. What's your personal advice or view on this matter of relationship, marriage, family, and PhD?
Right.
So I would say that if you are not committed, you don't have a wife, you don't have a spouse, you don't have any children, but you can have some sort of funding for the PhD, then go out there and pursue the PhD.
Why is it so important to do a PhD? What are the benefits of obtaining a PhD?
In my case, or in my situation, I did a PhD to be able to consolidate my position in the university, because now they are fading away master's holders who are teaching.
Right.
That's the university's policy. It's not as if it's a faculty or a departmental policy. It's a university policy.
If you want to lecture.
Yeah, if you want to lecture, the minimum entry requirement now has been pegged at a PhD. So it's imperative that I get a PhD to be able to consolidate my position as a lecturer. Otherwise, I would be phased out. That is one aspect. Secondly, the title also a doctor. Also, the title, the doctor, doctor of the philosophy of archaeology, also gives you some clouds, and some reputation in the society. You know, in our society, when people are labeled or called doctors, people give them extra recognition. Wherever you go, they're like, "Hey, doctor."
And the l'argent too.
The luxury, the money. It depends on what you do aside the teaching. You know, projects like postdoctoral projects and other projects running, from which you can also pay yourself some salaries. Then you can, get the luxury that you're talking about. So, these are the reasons why it's good to get a PhD.
Yeah, for me, there's no end to learning, and I'm one that is curious. Yes, so that's one of it. And the other aspect is the fact that I love to teach, and so I see it as an avenue to learn more so I can give back to my society. So that's the reason why I enrolled in the PhD.
Am I convinced to do my PhD? Maybe.
Thank you.
But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know the questions you have regarding you pursuing your education to the highest level in the comment section below. Please subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed. Like this video if you like it indeed. And I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.
I'm going to like it.